And as you see, we're moving pretty quickly here. Last time we had a meeting, it was like 3 hours, and people were like, that's too long to sit on a Saturday, right? So we want to get people in, learn a little bit, get people out, right? Because we're going to be doing this every couple months as we grow and build team. As the weather gets better, holidays are over, it's going to be a bigger crowd than this. But the smaller crowd is good for us. We can work with y'all personally, talk to y'all personally. Before I forget, there's a meeting going on in that room when you first walk in on the right. It's SCORE. Anybody familiar with SCORE in here? No? Okay, so it's a free service. What I'm gonna do is pass it to them. It's a free service that they actually help you build your business. Right? They mentor you, from startup to finish. I say that because we're gonna talk about in here is building a business. Right? We're not talking about. I gotta get you another brochures. So again, that's free. They do mentorship. They help you with SBA loans. Whatever you can think of, they'll help you with. And it's free. It's all free. It's a nationwide throughout the whole United States to have this program. So it's definitely a good resource if you have a business. Also, Courtney was talking about banks. So I don't know if anybody in here is familiar with Unity Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a black-owned bank in Texas. So we're starting to build a relationship with them. I encourage you, even if you just put $100 in your bank, right? We all need to stick together. If you got a black-owned bank that's trying to grow, and we can help them grow, back in the end of the day, they're gonna help us, right? So Unity Bank, I only got 2 locations.
Mm-hmm.
One in 3rd Ward and one in Missouri City,
22.
right off of 1092. And the commercial lender, he's actually about to be the president of the bank. His name is Winston, what's his last name for you? Babby, something. Okay. It's a strange last name, but Winston. If you go into either one of the branches, if you ask for Winston or you want to talk to Winston, especially if you have a business, just sit down with him. He's down to earth guy. He's been working in that industry for a long time. They're actually, him and another gentleman are actually in the running to be the president of the bank. It's just a good person to know. He works with, what's the big builder?
Mayberry.
Mayberry. He does all their funding, so it's definitely a really good person to know. Also on the real estate piece, my man Roosevelt right here, he owns 2 brokerages. So, if you're interested in being a realtor, you can be a part of this team. I think north side, both of them on the north side, both from the north side, but he can help you out, being a realtor, if that's the route you want to go. Now, I always tell people, pick and choose, right? I mean, he's an investor as well, but I would focus in because people think real estate, I can sell a couple houses and make some money. You're building a business, right? It's not just go in, I got a real estate license, now I'm selling a whole bunch of houses. You have to build it, right? So what I say is, if you want to be a realtor, focus on that. If you want to be an investor, focus on that. Don't try to do both. Don't try to do both. I have my license. When I was green, I was thinking, I can sell some houses on why I'm not investing. Nah, it didn't work. It don't work. Because like I said, it's a full time. You got to invest money, marketing, all that kind of stuff. Which I said Roosevelt can help you with that. And we'll probably get him up one of the maybe next month, the month after, get him to talk a little bit about brokers and more about real estate. All right, so I'm gonna cover a couple things, just how to get started in real estate. So I always tell people, real estate is a wealth building period is a mindset, right? You're trained a certain way your whole life. Go to school, get a good job, come out, work for the rest of your life, right? Real estate, building wealth, whatever it is, if it's business, real estate, you have to change your mindset, right? Like the mindset, you have to develop people skills. They don't teach people skills in school, right? They teach you to go to class, get the grade, come out, right? They don't teach you, okay, I need to, especially in our community, unfortunately, they don't teach you to network, right? They don't teach you to develop those communication skills with either your classmates or outside of that, so that way when you come out of school, you can sell yourself, because that's really what it's about, right? Everybody sells. Everybody's like, well, the mind was like, you have to have some sales skills. I don't want to sell. Everybody sells, right? I heard one of my mentors, he told me, if you're female or male, right, and you're looking for a mate, don't you have to sell yourself, right? You're not gonna walk in, dress sharp, don't say nothing, all of a sudden y'all make a connection. It don't happen that way, right? You gotta talk, you gotta present yourself well, you're selling yourself. Job interview, same thing, right? You're selling yourself. Real estate, realtor, if you have your own business, you gotta sell your service, sell your product. Everybody sells, right? So don't be afraid of that. It's not as complicated as people think. Like for me, I don't like sales. I do it because I have to, but I don't like it. You know, it's not something I like to do. And most people, you don't have to like to do it. Just know enough about it that you can do what you need to do, right? Because again, building wealth, I tell people more times than not, it can be real estate, it can be business, it can be cows, horses, whatever it is. The people that make it are the ones that have the people skills, right? They have the skills to be able to get along with all kinds of different people. They have the skills to, you know, communicate. They have the skills to be able to sit down with somebody. If you think the same or you don't think the same, right? You have the ability to come to a connection with somebody else, right? You can shake hands at the end of the day and you can make that deal happen, right? Again, same with spouse, everything, right? Your kids. So it's very important to develop that communication skills. We'll probably do a little class on that, just, you know, how to communicate with people. Some, you know, Roosevelt been in brokerage for a long time. Some people might have more experience than others, but we'll start on like a base level and just work up from there. That way everybody kind of, you know, is at the same level when we start, and when we finish, everybody is comfortable, whether you're, like you said, knocking on doors, or, you know, starting a business, whatever you want to do. That being said, when you're knocking on doors, like Damani said, it's challenging, right? It's challenging to knock on a door and talk to somebody. You're afraid, you know. Even myself, I've done it for a while. Damani does. He'll tell you, sometimes you walk through the door, if you ain't feeling good that day, like, oh man, I gotta knock on this door, right? But when you get out there and you do it, then even if they tell you no, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter because we know, everybody knows this game is about numbers, right? You knock on enough, somebody's gonna say, yeah, come on in, right? And if you need money, like Damani said, the gentleman here that he showed, $20,000 in a couple months. I mean, I don't care what level you are, you can use $20,000. You know, I think everybody in here can say they can use $20,000 in a couple months. But yeah, you gotta go out there and do it, right? You gotta go out there and push yourself. And that's always we start with the wholesaling because that's always a good way to start in real estate. Because you don't need no money. The money can show you, it's about signing a contract, having a conversation. You walk away in 30 days at the most with $10,000, $20,000 in your pocket, right? You take that, you do that a couple times. Now you're ready to do a flip, right? You can invest that money, and you come to me. All right, oh, I want to do a flip now. All right, let's partner up. You know, what we also do is, so I don't forget, we sell our service. So like mentorship. If you want one-on-one, you want the money to go out there with you every day, a couple times a week. You know, he'll go out there with you, walk you through it, give you all the paperwork, give everything you need to know. And that's going to help eliminate fear, right? Because a lot of times people don't do this because they're scared. But when you're working with somebody else, again, that's why we're creating a team atmosphere. You're working with somebody else, it eliminates that fear, right? So we sell that service. I think right now, just as a startup, it's $1,000, right? That's to work with him or me personally, one-on-one. Now, I don't want you guys to think we're in here like some of these other real estate schools you go to or, you know, trainings. We're in here trying to sell stuff. Ultimately, we're trying to build a team, right? But unfortunately, some people will take your time and take advantage of your time, right? But if we put a dollar amount on that time, you're gonna take it serious as we are, right? We take it serious because we know even if I go out there and show somebody for free how to get a wholesale deal, how does that benefit me? I can just buy it from you, right? I know if I helped you do it, you're gonna give me the good deal, you're gonna give me the best deal on it. So now I just made money, right? So it ain't about the money. Because again, then $1,000, if we show you how to do one wholesale, even on the minimum level, you make $5,000 and you paid $1,000, so you $4,000 in your pocket, right? So the $1,000 again, like I said, is for people that want to expedite the process of doing real estate. But it's not something you have to do. Don't feel like you can't come to the meetings anymore or stuff like that. Because again, this is going to be free every other month. We're going to do every other month, every other month, and every month we're going to talk about a different topic, right? This time it's kind of like more of an introduction. Just go through some things real quick, and then, like I said, let you guys be on your way. Again, on the score thing, I didn't finish my thought on that. After we leave here, if you want to go over there, it's free. They have a big meeting there. Just walk in and listen to what they're saying. If you have a business, you need to know these people. You need to know these people. Again, they're nationwide. And when I say nationwide, how the program works is, say you start a business, it could be real estate. They have real estate people in there. You could have real estate and you worked in that industry for 20 years. And what happens is a lot of these guys that teach people, they're retired. They're retired. Now all they want to do is give back, right? So they volunteer their time. They sit down with you one-on-one, mentor you on how to create a business. Now, when they mentor you, they're going to tell you, okay, this is steps you have to do to create a business, that kind of stuff. They're not gonna, like if, you know, you're in real estate, whatever industry you're in, they're not gonna go through that whole process of industry with you. It's gonna more like us getting started, you know, I did this, I did that, now you can sit down with me again, what steps do I need to take from here? They have resources, accountants, whatever you can think of in a business aspect, they can help you with. And I think their main office is in downtown Houston. You can walk at any time. Like I said, when we're done here, they'll still be there. Just walk in the back of the room and listen to the gentleman, older gentleman that's teaching it today. But it's all kind of backgrounds. It's an older white gentleman that's teaching it. There are all kind of backgrounds in there. I met some very, very, very powerful African American gentlemen that actually give up their time to help build businesses. I wanted to hit on that because that's the first step. You want to build a business, right? We're not in here to say, oh, I want to flip a couple properties or I want to wholesale a couple properties and I'm done, right? That's only going to give you a couple dollars, right? We're talking about building long-term wealth. So with that being said, you want to build a business. How do you build a business? You create an LLC. That's the best way to do it, the easiest way to do it. Because all it takes is, when they can help you with that, we can help you with that. You go into the local office, you fill out a couple of paperwork. I think it's, what is it, like $300?
$400.
$400 now? Is that what it is? Seem like it went. But it always goes up. That's part of the game, right? Taxes. So you go in there, you start an LLC, right? And why do you want to do that? Because if you start it now, I don't care if you're not doing anything. So to get money in a business, you have to be seasoned, right? They say you have to be in business for 2 years at least to borrow money, right? If you bought an existing business, you already have that seasoning, right? But if you're starting in real estate, that you want to start that business right now at $400, get in there, get it started. Even if you don't have the $400, I'd say if you couldn't find it, start a sole proprietorship, and that doesn't really cost you anything. You go in there, you register a business, you give them a social security number. I don't suggest that, but if you don't have the resources to start an LLC, start that way. Again, because that's still seasoning. Because later on down the road, it's that you know, you can transfer it over to an LLC. And again, you need that 2 years to have season to actually go into a bank and say, I want a loan, right? And with that being said, when you're naming your business, it's very important. And this is something that I learned after the fact, right? So my company is Prominent Global Investments. So I have a hard time walking into a bank and getting a commercial loan, right? A business loan, because I have investments on the back of my name, right? So when you're naming your company, nothing about real estate, wholesaling, investments, stay away from all of those names. You want to name something that's general, because what banks want to do, and commercial lenders for businesses, they want to see businesses that are viable, that are going to grow. And unfortunately, in real estate, it's so up and down. So they don't want to give you money on that, right? So say let me give you an example. Say you're an investor, you want to flip houses. Say Z's remodeling and building, something like that, you know? But again, the remodeling part of it, the construction part of it, they'll give you money on that. But again, they ain't gonna give you money on nothing on real estate investing, flipping, nothing like that. So it's important to choose that name now. That way, when that 2 years comes around, your season, now you can walk in there and get money, right? And we'll teach you a class on how to build your PAYDEX score, you know, ultimately right now today, build your credit score, right? That's something you can do. Everybody pretty much knows how to do that, but we'll teach you how to do that as well. Credit score is important. I had a couple other businesses I sold, so I had some cash. I'm thinking, oh, I'm good, I'm cash, you know. Nobody, I heard, I was at a RIA in the Galleria the other day, and the gentleman, you know, has over $20 million worth of assets in real estate. And he said, I don't care who you are, you're never gonna have enough money in real estate, right? You're always gonna need to borrow money. You're gonna need to learn how to bring on investors. You're gonna always need to learn that skill. Now, again, that goes back to the people skill. But this game is one of those games, you don't have the money out of your pocket. Preferably, you don't wanna have the money out of your pocket, but you wanna learn how to get other people's money, right? Everybody heard that cliche, use other people's money. But that's very important, because if you wanna grow a large scale business, that's what you're gonna have to do, right? And again, that starts with personal credit, then we'll show you how to build your business credit, and then from that point, you know, you can start getting money, getting the resources that you need. And you know, if you're doing investing, you're flipping, or you wanna buy and hold, if you have, you know, if you get a loan for $100,000, that's gonna be a lot better than trying to scrape $20,000 together to do one deal, right? So that's the first step, that you wanna start your business, start building your credit. Again, I talked